Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia. I'm a pharmacist living and practicing in Uganda, East Africa, and today I got you covered. I want to give you the steps of how to open a pharmacy business in Uganda. Initially, I wanted to give you the steps, tips and tricks of how to open a pharmacy business in Uganda, but honestly it was going to be a very long video because this is a short process, yet it's very detailed. So today, just the steps, and let us get right into them. So the very first thing is register a company with the RSB, that is Uganda Registration Services Bureau. They do have offices in Kampala and in the major towns in Uganda. And after registering your company, you can identify a location suitable for your business, usually according to your judgment, but there are also National Drug Authority guidelines on how to identify a location or what they look out for. For example, distance in a municipal council is 300 meters from a like pharmacy and at least 20 meters squared, the area of the room for a retail pharmacy. But then I hope to detail that in my next video. And then after identifying a location, you apply to National Drug Authority for a certificate of suitability of premises. You just fill up a form, that is application for certificate of suitability of premises. You get this from National Drug Authority at the region offices, basically. Nakawa or any other regions, I'll tell you where the offices are in the video that will be talking about that process. They will give you an approval letter or a rejection letter. But if you are watching this video, you're not going to get a rejection letter, as in why am I here? To make sure I don't get a rejection letter. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, a subscription to the channel will be amazing. So when they give you an approval letter, you can go ahead and do the shelving. You do the furniture of your own choice, but then there are standards. Like, don't do drug shop standards. By drug shops have also, increased in standards, but basically you go ahead and do the shelving. And then after doing the shelving or during this process, you can apply to Uganda Revenue Authority for a TIN certificate. And then you apply back again to National Drug Authority for a license to operate your pharmacy. This process is quite tedious. It also involves a little bit of staffing because you have to employ the pharmacists and incorporate them back in your RSB. Incorporate them in your RSB because as per the rules, a pharmacist has to be on the board of directors for the pharmacy. So you can either do this at the beginning if you have the pharmacist at hand, or you can incorporate them at this point. And you also have to get the auxiliary staff. This is a nurse, and usually those two, that is the staff you require at this point, and the documents required, how the process is done. I will have to talk about this in that video. And when this application is approved, National Drug Authority will give you an invoice through your pharmacist. You pay for this invoice. The fee also depends on your location and the type of pharmacy that you're opening. If it's a retail pharmacy, it's cheaper than a wholesale pharmacy. If you're in the middle of Kampala, it's more expensive than outside Kampala, and that is more expensive than outside the municipal council. So we shall detail that. We shall talk about that too. So after paying for the invoice, NDA, National Drug Authority, will notify you when they are coming to do the final inspection. So final inspection, they will look out for a few things, and then the ideal thing to do is wait for the certificate, but the practical thing to do is to start operating as you wait for them, because ideally you have everything that it takes to operate a pharmacy. A few things they will look out for will be the shelving, how it's done, how is the roof, is it a smooth floor, do you have hand washing facility, do you have reference books, do you have lavatories, do you have signposts, among other things. And after that, you can go ahead and do the rest of the staffing. That means you can now employ a cleaner, extra auxiliary staff if you need more nurses, depending on your location, how big your pharmacy is. And you go ahead and stock just the way it is. Put drugs and sundries, and you are ready to operate. Usually by the time you staff, put stock, ready to operate, the license is out, depending on how fast you and your pharmacist are following up with the process. But usually it's very okay for you to operate. You're well known in the system, NDA has given you an approval, just waiting for the written document that you're good to go. In a short time, your license is issued and you now have a pharmacy business in Uganda. In my next video, I'll be talking about company registration, how to do that, what you should avoid, and how best and fast you can do it, and also identifying a location that is good enough that you will not get a rejection letter from National Drug Authority. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye bye.